Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stalosa. Alright, so this is a huge PTR balance patch. There are tons and tons of changes to loads of heroes. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you the changes which has affected the heroes. We're not going to look at Hanzo because there is a video you guys can check out. It's the previous video on the channel which will show you the new Hanzo, his new abilities, some new gameplay on the Rialto map as well, which is now available on PTR. However, Genji has been nerfed. Genji's Deflect now has a much smaller hitbox. Now, the developers say about this, the hitbox on Genji's Deflect was big enough that it would sometimes reflect projectiles that were pretty far away from him. We've tightened up the hitbox, which should solve the problem, okay? But it still fully protects Genji. So, Genji can deflect shots when they're near him, but can you see that there? When they're fired at him, he deflects them, but when he moves to the side, like here, I'm pretty sure old Genji would deflect this. So if we let this bot fire at us and then we'll deflect, now we don't deflect. See, we just don't deflect any of that, which is actually pretty huge. So if we stand in the way of the bot, so we're going to take damage, now we will be able to deflect. So when deflect comes back up again, we deflect back to the target. So this is a huge nerf to Genji. It's been frustrating in the past to fight against Genji when he just deflects stuff like, you know, you're firing like near him, but they're being deflected back to you. It's not great. So let's take a look at some of the other changes as well. The next one I want to show you guys is Junkrat. So Junkrat has been nerfed. Junkrat's nerfs are... Okay, I'll run through what they are. So Riptire, the movement speed has been reduced from 13 to 12. We'll have a look at that in a second because we're building Ultimate. The other thing, which we're going to see as we build an Ultimate, is Junkrat's mines have now... Oh, well, all of his explosives... actually, is it just his... hang on, let me just be specific with this. Projectile size has decreased from 3 to 2. So his primary fire, the projectiles are smaller. The bombs are actually smaller. They look visually smaller as well to me. It's harder to hit with them now. What this means is, when you spam a choke, it's going to be more difficult to land damage. Which is a much needed change because Junkrat is... quite powerful, let's say, ladies and gentlemen, and does need looking at. Alright, so we've got Riptire. Now, this Riptire is slower. Is it going to be drastic? I mean, that does feel quite a bit slower. It's still obviously Riptire, so it's still pretty strong, but this doesn't feel... Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. This doesn't feel like... That doesn't feel very quick. Let's just build another one up so we can do that again. Apologies for my cough, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm becoming ill, which is not good. Hopefully I don't get ill. I need my voice, ladies and gentlemen. Good God. Die, 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 die. The good thing with Junkrat is you can charge almost pretty quick. Alright, 69%. We're almost there. Actually, it does feel... Yeah, these are definitely visually smaller. Alright. Okay, so the new Riptire. Let's just roll it forward. Yeah, we can... That is just slower. I don't know whether that's slow enough. Riptire is still Riptire. Feels like it doesn't climb as much. Yeah, it feels a bit weird when it climbs as well. I don't know. Junkrat's been nerfed. Anyway, let's take a look at the next hero. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. Tracer has been nerfed for the first time in Overwatch history. This hero has never been nerfed. It was nerfed in the beta, but that was the beta, and all they did was reduce the effective range of the weapons, which, whatever. However, now, I won't really be able to show you on the bots, but her pulse bomb does 300 damage instead of 400. And there are some developer notes on this, and so I mean this bot's just going to die anyway because the bomb does more damage than the health. But the developer comments on this are really interesting. It says pulse bomb was too good at killing tanks, which is they're easy to stick because of their size. The damage reduction makes it less powerful as a tank destroyer while keeping it lethal against other heroes. So you're still going to be able to blow supports up, but just running in and sticking it onto Reinhardt, pretty good. Like, we all know Reinhardt's in a bit of a bad place right now, so this is actually a pretty nice buff. So, Tracer, Pulse Bomb. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think that's an okay nerf. Alright, next one we've got is not a nerf at all, ladies and gentlemen. This is a massive buff. This is Lucio.
Let's bring it together.
So, there's a couple of things Lucio's got. First thing I'm going to show you is, listen for this sound effect. I think this is new. Listen. Do you hear that noise when you jump off the wall? It's like a...
Check this out.
I'm sure that's new. I don't think he did that before. Anyway, Lucio can now wall ride easier around like one wall, like on the surface of the wall. You see what I just did there? Look at this. He can wall ride around corners as well, ladies and gentlemen. So you can do this. Yeah. So you know if you're like on Horizon and you know that thing that all the Lucios jump around on the first point when you're defending it? Yeah. Yeah. It's now really easy to wall ride as Lucio, because before you'd have to be jumping off the wall here, doing all kinds of mad stuff. But look, this is insane. I mean, like what? So the idea with him wall riding on the wall, like when you connect to one wall, if there's like objects and stuff, so the surface is not even, he'll apparently still wall ride across them now. Yeah, you see that there? So that would have stopped Lucio before. If I can just get up to the top here. Yeah, so this would have stopped him, but you see that? That's actually... This is really huge, because this means Lucio now has got a major, major movement buff. So Lucio himself is way more survivable. There is also another buff as well. Watch the ammo. Notice the ammo didn't go down. Like, I just pressed R. Can you hear that? I pressed R on my keyboard to reload, because it's so ingrained into me that when you do this, like you probably reload or fire, you know, whatever, stuff like that. You don't have to do that anymore because it doesn't consume ammo. So the developer comments on Lucio are as follows, ladies and gentlemen. Wall ride has been significantly overhauled to allow it to function more smoothly. I'm also not looking at the screen, right? So I'm now wall riding without looking at the screen. More smoothly across areas of every map. Lucio players should instantly notice a huge improvement where and how wall ride can be used. In addition, Sonic amplifies sound wave ability, which is that, was unnecessarily controlled by both cooldown and ammo cost. So we removed the ammo cost. What? This is so cool. That is so goddamn cool. Like, so hang on. What? Hang on, why am I not wall riding backwards? I should just be able to. There you go. This is so cool. We are going to see insane Lucio stuff with this. This is massive. So that's pretty much it, right, guys? So we've got a Genji nerf, a massive Lucio buff, a Tracer nerf, a Junkrat nerf. That is huge. We've also got a new map which is available, which is the Rialto map, which isn't the same as the map from Retribution. Parts of it are the same, but there are elements of it which are definitely different, which had to be edited because it's obviously a payload map. It also feels really weird because it's in the daytime. But we'll have to get a few games under our belt on the map before we can start commenting on that. But this is a huge change. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Yeah, Lucio, wow. Lucio is winning. Like, this is so cool. All right, guys, I've been Stalosa, and this is Unit Lost. This has been the Overwatch news, I guess. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Toodaloo.
When the music hits, you feel no pain.